I wonder if you could give us an overview of, in your gut, do you think you can win, and what is your plan to deal with the Republican Party in terms of if they choose another candidate, if they have a primary, if they don't have a primary, what course are you considering in terms of maneuvering that part of the electoral process?
Well, I mean, if I didn't think I had a chance at winning, I wouldn't be running. I don't know how to quantify that chance, what my odds are. I mean, I don't know how to handicap it. But I do think I have a real shot at winning. I mean, there's only 3 people running, so, I mean, there's obviously a chance that I can win. If my name's on the ballot, I've got a shot at winning. But I think I've got a lot of supporters around the country, so, my challenge is to coordinate that support and get it, motivated and get them working and to try to organize my fundraising and my volunteers and get my campaign team working to bring my message out. I think if you just look at me, on paper versus my 2 opponents, I think I'm the best candidate, and so I think I've got a shot at winning. But I'm not. You're asking me what my strategy is. I mean, my strategy is to get the Republican nomination. So, I don't think that I'm going to, come out of the convention with the nomination and Linda McMahon and Rob Simmons are just going to bow out and say Peter Schiff's our candidate. So that's probably not going to be the way it's going to happen. So if I'm going to win the nomination, it's probably going to be in a primary, and it'll probably be a 3-way primary. I don't think, Linda McMahon's going to drop out. Now, after spending all this money, it wouldn't make any sense that she's just going to walk away. So I think we'll all be there in a primary. And so it'll be up to the voters of Connecticut, who the Republican nominee is, and I think that's the way it should be, rather than having a handful of people, anoint the nominee. Let's have, have a primary, and we'll see who Connecticut Republicans want to represent them. I think we have a real opportunity here to not just replace Chris Dodd with a liberal Republican or a rhino Republican or a Democrat that we dress up like a Republican to make him palatable to the mainstream or to the independent voters. I think Chris Dodd is so unliked and unpopular, and the economic circumstances are such that we can really elect a Republican that will make a difference. And so I think that I'm the candidate that can do that. My plans are not to try to run as an independent or running through another party. I think that the chances of my winning, a 3-way race, against a Republican and a Democrat, I think are very slim. I think, if anything, that would help. That might be Chris Dodd's only chance of getting reelected. So I wouldn't want to be the person that was responsible for that. So that's not my plan. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how the Republican establishment is going to react to my candidacy and me. I mean, I have been very, very critical of Republicans in the past. I was very critical during the George Bush administration. I thought he was a big spender. He didn't veto anything. He kept, the budget deficits grew enormously. And I was very upset at the way that he handled the bursting of the real estate bubble. He really laid the foundation. Nothing that Barack Obama is doing today could have been done without George Bush setting the precedent. He bailed out General Motors and Chrysler first. He started the TARP. He set this precedent for these policies. Had he stood up for free markets and stood up for the Constitution when he had a chance, it would have been much more difficult for Barack Obama to do what he's doing. And when he uttered those words, we have to abandon capitalism in order to save it. No, we needed to embrace it more than ever. And we need to realize that the reason the country was in trouble was because we did abandon capitalism. And we needed to return to those roots. We needed to allow the free market to function. And so hopefully I can restore some credibility to the Republican brand that I think has been badly tarnished by people who practiced, as if they were free market conservatives, or they pretended to be, but they govern in another way. People think that Barack Obama is changing the policies of George Bush. He's just expanding them. I want to repudiate all of it. Right? I want to more go back to the policies of Ronald Reagan, not the policies of George Bush.
Great. Thank you. So much appreciate your engagement with us. That was an excellent
meeting. And I enjoyed your 80 questions. I said I could have written those myself.
Yeah.